Hi, thanks for watching out there. Andy here with today's astrology. It's Tuesday the 17th of April 2018. We go all the way through today actually with the moon in Taurus. It's a moon in Taurus kind of day. That means anything that needs patience, diligence, persevering, painstaking effort and being meticulous. It's a good time for anything like that at the moment, or for that part of whatever job you might be working on in the wider context. It could also be a good day for complete rest. Now that sounds like a complete opposite, doesn't it? A polar opposite. But that really is what Taurus is all about. Getting things done. We can get things done a lot better sometimes if we've had a good rest. You know, you can't pour from an empty vessel. So you've got to decide where you stand on that one. We all have things we've got to do. It could be a great time to do them. You see what you think of that. Anyway, tonight at, let me see, 4 minutes past 11 UK time. That is 4 minutes past 3 this afternoon Pacific, 4 minutes past 6 this evening Eastern. We go into a void of course period leading right through until 2 minutes past 1 in the UK afternoon tomorrow. Just about a 14-hour void. It's quite a long one. During that void, that's another time, but that really is actually a time for rest, because that is not the best time for getting things done at all, unless it's about finishing off something you've already started, but not the time for a new direction. Anyway, that is all coming up much later today. For now, we have the moon in Taurus. We are just past new moon and she's starting to wax. My tablet's not really having any as usual. Why aren't I surprised at that? The moon is 2% full at this very moment. The first quarter, when she is 50% full, is coming up on the 22nd of April, 22:45 UK time. That is GMT +1, UTC +1. We have the first quarter, and that is when the energy really starts becoming apparent. But we are coming towards time when it's good to launch those new moon projects, those new moon kind of promises. It's almost like a New Year's resolution when the new moon comes around, in a very similar way, because it's a new cycle. And I always say, don't get into launching those things straight after new moon, because the moon isn't visible in the sky. The energy is different. We are now coming to the time when manifestation can start up again. The universe is a massive place. I've got no idea why that is. I have behind me, that is the Hubble Ultra Deep Field View taken from the Space Telescope. And as esoteric as all these things are, I'm quite sure that what we see as cosmic and kind of spiritual and a bit wacky and a bit out there is going to turn out to be reality one day. It just about has to, because look at that. You know, does anybody even know what that is? It's, obviously many distant planets, but that is the universe. It is vast, and we are part of the universe, and every person in this world or anywhere else belongs in this universe just as much as that. So, right, okay, what's that got to do with astrology? Well, I'm about to move on to that. Because today, at this moment as I'm speaking, Venus in 20 degrees Taurus is opposed to Jupiter, and it is a Taurus moon, so that is quite a thing, even though the moon is gentle. So we've got all the love and light kind of feminine energy Venus thing. Opposed, which isn't the most positive thing, to Jupiter. Now, Jupiter, being a gas giant, has a way of kind of looking bigger, promising more than it can deliver, and generally making more of a fuss than it really deserves. All mouth and no trousers, if you will, because it's all gas. But it does have a lot to do with abundance and, tolerance, because tolerance and being good with people in our actual group, whether that's our family group or our working group, is a really important part of actually being able to manifest anything at all, particularly love, because of the connections. Venus just about our closest neighbour, so that is quite a strong influence. But as I say, the moon in Taurus at the moment is actually quite a long way from putting lots and lots of energy into anything. She's building up, she's coming visible, that energy is just coming in. So because Venus is in Taurus, I would imagine that is going to be rather subtle. In the biodynamic cycle, when the moon's in Taurus, we have a root day. So if you're gardening, if you're a pagan, if you've got anything to do with nature, roots are where it's at today. Put your own roots down, ground yourself into this earth. It's important, especially if we're going to start looking into all this amazing cosmic knowledge. Mercury retrograde was over on Sunday. No need to worry about that anymore. The post-shadow actually goes on until the afternoon of the 3rd of May. Before it actually is completely all over. But it's more about tying up loose ends and learning last bits of lessons at the moment. So really nothing to worry about there. Nothing to worry about either in spaceweather.com because the solar wind speed is right down 283.3 and the density of the protons is right down as well at 3.3. So really nothing much going on there. There is a lot of solar wind coming towards us at the moment from a wide hole in the sun's atmosphere. That is going to cause a lot of geomagnetic goings on about 2 days from now, the 19th and 20th of April. But that's coming up, not to worry. So anyway, today the moon's still in Taurus, so get down to that painstaking stuff, or, take a rest if you need to. That's where it's at today, in my opinion anyway. Thanks very much for watching, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to leave me a comment if you like. We'll share the journey. It's always good to get comments from people, because then you know people are out there. Eileena, is it? Or Ileana? I don't know. It depends where you are in the world, I suppose. But I appreciated your comment. I appreciate all the comments. Subscribe, please, and then you won't miss anything. And I'll be around tomorrow, so see you then. Have a good day. Bye-bye.